Hello, students. Today we will be reading and studying a new chapter. On chapter 5, page 217, on the topic human body. As we will be learning different parts of our body, I want you all to get ready with your textbook, your pencil, your scale, and your eraser. You are required to underline some sentences and words as I did exactly and mark the number as I did, which would be your assignment and your spellings. The exercise answers are also given in the video itself. And as I will be reading from the textbook itself, line by lines, I requested you all to read along as I read. Let's start. The human body is made up of many parts. Each part of our body performs a specific function. We have already learned that each part of our body is made up of different types of tiny cells. Cells join to form tissues, and tissues combine to form organs. There are two types of organs in our body. They are internal organs and external organs. Internal organs are such as the brain, heart, lungs, kidney, and stomach, which are present inside our body. We cannot see these organs. External organs are those which we can see, including eyes, nose, tongue, head, legs, and ears. Organ system. What is an organ system? An organ system is a group of organs that work together like a team to perform a specific function. You have already learned about some organ system in your earlier classes. Let us learn about the skeletal system, the muscular system, and the nervous system. Now, as I have told you earlier, your job now is to underline these words. These are the important words. So, these underlined words, you have to read them at least 3 times. And these underlined words, these words in blue colors, are the ones which will be important for your spellings. So, you have to mark them for your spellings and mark them as 1, 2, 3, 4. And you have to keep doing this even for the rest of your lessons. Now let us learn about the skeletal system. What is a skeletal system? The skeletal system is a framework of bones that provides shape and support to the body. Bones are hard, white tissues present inside the body. There are 206 bones in the body of an adult human being. So this is our skeletal system. So if you ever wonder how a human being would look like without this skeletal system, without our bones and our skulls, we would probably look like this one. Now let us study the functions of the skeletal system. Number 1. It gives shape and support to the body. 2. Protects the soft internal organs such as heart, lungs, brain, and kidneys. So these heart, lungs, brains, and kidneys are inside our bones. Our bones protects us. 3. Helps in body movement. This is made possible with the help of muscles attached to the bones. 4. Helps in producing blood for the body. Bone marrow, a soft jelly-like substance found inside the bones, produces red blood cells. Number 5. Helps in storing minerals. Bones serve as a storage area for minerals such as calcium and phosphorus. This is why the intake of calcium medicine is really important to strengthen our bones. Now let us study the parts of the skeletal system. The skull, backbone or spine, rib cage, limbs, and girdles are the main parts of the skeletal system. The skull. The skull is made up of two types of bones, cranial bones and facial bones. Cranial bones protects the brain, and facial bones protect the eyes and nose. The skull is attached to the backbone. Backbone. The backbone or spine is made up of small bones called vertebrae, singular vertebra, which are arranged one above the other to form a column called the vertebral column. The arrangement of vertebrae allows our body to bend or twist in different directions. The spiral cord passes through the vertebral column. Thus, the backbone protects the spinal cord. Rib cage. This is the rib cage of a human body. The rib cage is the framework of bones in the chest. It is made up of curved bones called ribs, which are attached to the vertebral column in the back and the sternum in the front. The rib cage protects our heart and lungs. Limbs. Our arms and legs are called limbs. We have one pair of upper limbs or arms and one pair of lower limbs or legs. The upper limbs consist of arm, forearm, wrist, palm, and fingers. Humerus is the longest bone in the upper limbs. The lower limbs consist of leg, ankle, feet, and toes. Femur, high thigh bone, is the longest bone in the lower limbs and the body. Girdles. There are two pairs of girdles in our body. The arms are attached to the shoulder girdle or pectoral girdle. The shoulder girdle allows circular or rotatory movements of arms. The legs are attached to the hip girdle or pelvic girdle. The hip girdle allows the swinging movement of our legs. Joints. A joint is a place where two bones are linked together. Joints can be broadly classified into two types: immovable joints and movable joints. Immovable joints. The joints that do not allow any movement of bones are called immovable joints. The bones of the skull, except the lower jaw, have immovable joints. Movable joints. The joints that allow flexible movement of the bones are called movable joints. Movable joints are of four types: pivot joint, ball and socket joints, hinge joints, and gliding joints. Pivot joint. It is found between the skull and the top vertebra, that is in the neck region. It allows us to move our head up, down, and sideways. Ball and socket joints. These are found in the shoulders and the hips. They allow twisting and turning movements at the hip and the swinging movement of our arms. Hinge joints. These are found in the knee, elbow, fingers, and toes. Like the hinge of a door, the hinge joints allow movement in only two directions, forward and backwards. Number 4. Gliding joints. These are found in the wrist and the ankle. They allow flat bones to slide over each other. Muscular system. Our bones cannot move by themselves. They can move only with the help of tissues called muscles. There are more than 600 muscles in our body. The muscles are attached to the bones by means of tough, fibrous tissues called tendons. Muscles can contract or relax. They work in pairs. When one set of muscles contracts, another set relaxes. So this is our muscular system. This muscular system is the one which covers our bones. Types of muscle. Muscles are of different types: voluntary muscles and involuntary muscles. Voluntary muscles are those which our brain can control the movements of these muscles. They are hands and our legs. However, involuntary muscles are those which we cannot control. These muscles work automatically all the time. They are lungs, kidneys, and blood vessels. These movements are uncontrollable and they move without our knowledge. The muscles of the heart are called cardiac muscles. They are also involuntary muscles and work continuously throughout our life. Nervous system. The nervous system coordinates the functions of all parts of our body. The brain, the spinal cord, and the nerves form the nervous system. It is the brain that controls the nervous system. Brain. The brain is covered by protective membranes called meninges and is protected by the skull. 2. The brain controls our body. It receives, analyzes, and stores information and gives us instructions. 3. The brain has three main parts: cerebrum, cerebellum, and medulla oblongata. Now let us read the three parts of the brain. 1. Cerebrum. The cerebrum is the largest part of the brain. It is the thinking part of the brain. It controls our memory, thoughts, intelligence, and learning. It also controls our voluntary muscles. Number 2. Cerebellum. The cerebellum is located between the cerebrum. It controls the movement of muscles and helps to keep our body in an upright position. 3. Medulla oblongata. The medulla oblongata is the smallest part of the brain. It connects the lower part of the brain to the spinal cord. The medulla oblongata regulates our involuntary muscles, thus making sure that all the involuntary actions of our body, such as the heartbeat, breathing, and blood circulation, take placed properly. Spinal cord. The spinal cord is a bundle of nerves inside our vertebral column. It extends downwards from the medulla oblongata. The spinal cord controls reflex action, an immediate and automatic action that does not depend on or wait for the signals from the brain is called reflex action. Example: if we accidentally touch something hot, we immediately tend to withdraw our hand without thinking. Nerves. Many nerve cells or neurons join together to form a single nerve. Nerves carry messages to and from the brain. There are three types of nerves: sensory nerves, motor nerves, and mixed nerves. Sensory nerves carry messages from different parts of the body to the brain. For example, from the sense organ to the spinal cord and then to the brain. Motor nerves carry messages from the brain to the other parts of the body. Mixed nerves work like two-way systems. That is, they can carry messages to and from the brain. Care of the sense organs. Sense organs help us to know the world around us. Hence, it is important to take care of our sense organs. Given below are some do's and don'ts for the care of our sense organs. So now we will be learning the 5 sense organs of human beings. They are the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin. Now we will be learning the do's and the don'ts. Always ensure that there is sufficient light while reading. Do not read in dim lights. Do not watch TV for too long. Do not sit too close to the TV. This applies even for watching phones and playing games on the phones. 2. If a dust particle goes into your eyes, wash your eyes with clean, cold water. Never rub your eyes. 3. If you have difficulty reading what is written on the blackboard, you must inform your teachers, parents immediately. Do not hold books too close to your eyes while reading. 4. Consult an eye specialist whenever needed. Never look directly at the sun, especially during a total solar eclipse. Ears. If you have earache or wax collected in your ear, you can consult a doctor. However, never put sharp objects into your ears because that may damage your eardrum and cause permanent deafness. If water goes into your ears, dab gently with sterile cotton buds to remove it. Do not listen to loud noise or any sound of high decibels. Use earplugs while swimming. However, this number 2, do not do it without the consult of your parents. Nose. If you catch a cold, blow your nose gently to clear it. However, do not keep picking your nose. Tongue. Have a balanced, nourishing diet. Avoid taking very hot milk or food. Clean your tongue with a soft tongue cleaner. Do not use hard tongue cleaners that may hurt your taste buds. Skin. Have a bath every day and wear clean clothes. Do not apply any cream or ointment on your own. Consult a doctor or a skin specialist if required. If your skin itches, rub the place gently with your fingertips. Do not scratch your skin hard even if it itches. Because if you scratch your skin really hard with your fingernails, it could leave a scar, or you could even bleed and leave a scar. Exercise and posture. Exercise helps us to keep our body healthy. Walking, jogging, cycling, and swimming tone the muscles and make them stronger. Correct posture also keeps the bones and muscles fit and healthy. We should stand erect and sit straight. While standing, the whole weight of our body should be distributed equally on our feet. If we bend, our weight will not get distributed evenly. This puts more stress on the muscles and causes muscular pain.